President Donald Trump is claiming victory over Iran, but the details are a lot more complicated. That's where we're starting the 7 from the Washington Post. I'm Hannah Jewell. It's Tuesday, June 16th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. President Trump said yesterday that the Strait of Hormuz will fully reopen to shipping traffic by Friday. That's when senior U.S. and Iranian officials plan to meet in Geneva. They will have a ceremony to mark a deal to end the 4-month war and kick off weeks of negotiations about Iran's nuclear program. Trump is taking a victory lap and said yesterday that oil prices will eventually return to pre-war levels. Here he is speaking at the G7 summit in France.
The Iran deal that we made is going to bring a lot of success to the world because the oil was really clogged up there for a while. He would call me on occasion.
Despite Trump's optimism, core elements of the deal with Iran remain unresolved. It doesn't include several key goals the president initially embraced, like regime change. It's also not clear if Iran has made commitments to limit its ballistic missile program. And some senior U.S. officials have downplayed Trump's claims that traffic through the Strait of Hormuz will return to normal right away. The details of the deal have not yet been published. That has left American and Iranian officials to make conflicting statements about what was actually agreed. Number 2 is a Post exclusive. Records reveal a $600 million estimate for Trump's ballroom project, with half of the money coming from taxpayers. In March, 5 months after the demolition of the East Wing of the White House, Trump claimed that his project to construct a ballroom in its place would cost up to $400 million. He also said that private donors would pay for all of it. But a detailed project summary prepared for the White House by the contractor before Trump's comments, which was obtained by the Post, painted a very different picture. It estimated the total construction cost would be $600 million, and said that more than half of the money would come from taxpayers. Multiple project summaries provided to the White House by Clark Construction show that internal cost estimates have been significantly higher than administration officials have acknowledged in public. They also show that the work was projected to rely heavily on taxpayer dollars from the moment it was announced. The White House did not answer our questions about the internal cost estimates or taxpayer funding. Number 3. California Governor Gavin Newsom said he and his wife are under federal investigation. Newsom is a Democrat and a vocal Trump critic who has not shied away from speculation about a possible run for president in 2028. In a video message yesterday, Newsom said the Justice Department is investigating him and his wife, Jennifer Siebel Newsom.
In recent days, federal agents have knocked on the doors of family, friends, and former employees. Not because they found a crime, because they're simply trying to find one. They're demanding records. They're abusing the grand jury process, digging through years and years of random documents.
According to 2 people familiar with the probe, the Justice Department has multiple open investigations around Newsom. They said one of the investigations is examining Newsom's wife for potential tax crimes related to a nonprofit she is linked to. Another investigation is related to a case involving Newsom's former chief of staff, who pleaded guilty in May to public corruption charges. Newsom accused Trump of weaponizing the Justice Department against his family because he is considering running for president. Number 4. An Air Force B-52 bomber crashed in California with 8 people on board. The crash happened shortly after takeoff at Edwards Air Force Base in Southern California yesterday morning. It was a testing flight of the B-52 Stratofortress. Colonel James Hayes is a deputy commander in the Air Force. He spoke at a news conference yesterday.
Today, Edwards Air Force Base experienced a horrible tragedy, and we lost 8 great Americans. This crash is deemed to be unsurvivable, and right now our thoughts and prayers are with the families of those that lost their loved ones.
The Post analyzed radar tracking data of the plane's final seconds. That shows the plane made a drastic descent, plunging at a rate of more than 5,000 feet per minute. Local news stations captured video of a smoldering, blackened crash site on the airfield where the plane went down. The B-52 airframe has been in service since the 1950s. Its design has gone through engine and wing overhauls as the Air Force intends to keep it flying for 100 years. The Air Force has been under intense pressure for months, having surged aircraft into the Middle East to support military operations against Iran. Number 5. We worked out what you could have bought with the extra money you're spending on gas. As we have mentioned a lot on this podcast, the Iran war has sent gas prices surging. Americans are paying about 50% more for gas since the war began. And even if the fighting is over for now, economists say that prices are unlikely to come down swiftly. So the Post made a tool to figure out exactly what groceries you could have bought with the extra money you've been spending on gas each month. For example, if you live in D.C. and buy the U.S. average of 38 gallons per month, and you are the kind of person who puts premium in your car, you spent an extra $47.50 thanks to higher gas prices. That could have bought a lot of breakfasts, specifically 8 pounds of sliced bacon, or 22 dozens of eggs, or 5 pounds of ground coffee. If you want to try out this tool for yourself, head over to today's newsletter. Find a link to that in the show notes. Your antibacterial soap may be breeding superbugs. That's number 6. In the cosmic battle between humans and germs, it would be understandable if you find yourself tempted sometimes to reach for hand soaps that promise to murder 99.9% of bacteria. But while it's true that good hygiene is important and has virtually eliminated once feared diseases like cholera, typhoid, and dysentery in the developed world, you don't actually need to reach for the strong stuff. Studies show that antimicrobial soaps are not actually better than plain old soap and water at fending off germs and the diseases they cause. And they come with their own health risks. Scientists warn that these powerful chemical disinfectants are now accumulating in our bodies and the environment. They may even be contributing to antimicrobial resistance. That's the process by which microbes become resistant to compounds such as antibiotics. And we really don't want that as a species. So next time you're at the store, just get some normal soap. And at number 7, the Post ranked the best kits of the 2026 World Cup. I hope that World Cup fever has gripped your household the way it has mine. How could it not after the tiny nation of Cape Verde and its 40-year-old goalkeeper held off mighty Spain yesterday? But the World Cup isn't only about soccer. It's also about vibes. And what better way to assess a vibe than through what the players are wearing? That's why our fashion reporter Ashley Fetters-Malloy picked her 11 favorite jerseys. They include Belgium's dreamy light pink and blue away kit, Curaçao's Honey Dijon number, and Saudi Arabia's deep green home kit. Scotland's ruddy pink-orange pinstripe design is another of her favorites. The Seven's own diehard Scotland fan Jamie bought one for himself. I do have some beef with Ashley's choices, though. For unknown reasons, Uruguay's baby blue home kit, her top choice, has given me the ick. To see all the jerseys for yourself and vote on your favorites, follow the link in today's 7 newsletter. All right, you're all caught up. If you like the podcast, the best thing you can do to support us and all the journalists at the Washington Post is to subscribe. It's a great way to stay informed about everything from Iran to superbugs to World Cup fashion. We have intro offers to get a deal on a core or premium subscription. Find all the details at washingtonpost.com/subscribe. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'll meet you back here tomorrow.